Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
This is part 2 of a 2-part video series on Roxy Hyperlink. Today, after you've learned about the person, now we'll learn about what she believes in and more of the community that surrounds her.
Hey everyone, this is going to be the first video in a series about pedophilia, map stuff, minor attracted person stuff, terminology, just a bunch of stuff involving the subject that I need to talk about because I don't see anyone else really talking about it, and it's a subject that needs to get out there more.
No, it needs to stay in the cupboard where it belongs.
So, today, we wanted to make this video as an introduction to common terminologies, specifically found in and surrounding the map community in the hopes that spreading this information will show others that pedophilia is completely normal. There's a major difference between pedophiles as a whole and child molesters.
And you hear from her, pedophilia is completely normal, which it is not, and it's completely disgusting.
Oftentimes children are sexually abused by people who aren't interested in them sexually or romantically, but instead are looking at them as vulnerable and easy to exert power over. A child molester doesn't have to be a pedophile to hurt children. They simply have to want power over someone badly enough that they're willing to take it from someone who can't defend themselves. You really don't have to find someone attractive to sexually abuse them.
The only difference is you're doing it to a child. That makes you a pedophile if you do that to a child.
People who do this are called situational offenders. Over the years, these two terms, pedophile and child molester, have been heavily conflated to the point that most people consider them synonyms. This is a mixing of terms that we think seriously muddies a lot of the conversation surrounding actual pedophilia and what actual pedophiles are going through.
Bless your heart.
So, when I refer to pedophiles, I am not talking about child molesters. I want the distinction between the two terms to remain clear. You don't have a choice in being a pedophile.
Sure, there's a way to cure it, though.
Clear. We don't have a choice in being a pedophile, but we do have a choice when it comes to not hurting children. So then, what is pedophilia? Well, pedophilia is a paraphilia. A paraphilia is, by Wikipedia's standards, the experience of intense sexual arousal to atypical objects, situations, fantasies, behaviors, or individuals. Okay. Paraphilia as a category seemingly has no real differentiator from other aspects of sexuality other than how socially unacceptable they are at the time.
So in the future, you believe children should be on the table.
In our opinion, the feelings don't have to be intense or sexual for them to count as paraphilia. They could be romantic. They could be dull. Any of those things is possible. It's still paraphilia, as long as you have feelings of attraction. All paraphilias come with the distinction between exclusive and non-exclusive experiences of that paraphilia. For instance, someone who's a non-exclusive zoophile can find humans attractive, but also finds attraction in animals.
Tattle on yourself much?
An exclusive pedophile is someone who wouldn't be able to find attraction in anyone over 13. As a non-exclusive pedophile, I can find adults attractive, but as with anything, it's a spectrum. And I usually find myself primarily interested in kids. While we identify primarily as a pedophile, some of our attractions sway more hebephilic. And this kind of slight offset in categorization is often true for a lot of maps. Now, there's another term you might have seen out there going around called no map. It's not an anti-map thing.
Because who would ever be against pedophiles?
as much as it sounds like it, no map refers to maps who are non-offending.
As of yet. Or who knows, they may just be lying.
We personally feel this term is primarily used to distance its users from the pro-contact crowd, people who believe child molesting is okay. It's not a requirement to identify as a no map if you're a map.
And in English, it's not a requirement to list yourself as a non-offending pedophile if you're a pedophile.
But it'll make you look less predatory to people if you declare that you won't offend. We personally believe that this kind of performance for subduing society's fears of us is complete shit.
Yes, because everyone can see through them.
And shouldn't be a hoop that we're required to jump through, just to prove that we won't harm children. That should be obvious.
It's not, because you're a pedophile.
Finally, in the way that we use it to define ourselves, pedophilia is a subcategory of chronophilia that defines a person as being attracted to prepubescent children, primarily ages 5 to 13, which is where AOAs come in. Your age of attraction, as a chronophile, is the exact age range you're attracted to. This allows for a lot more versatility than the previous set of labels that I've introduced you to.
Because that's what pedophiles want. Versatility.
While we might technically be a non-exclusive pedophile, that's a mouthful. And it's much easier to say that our AOA is 5 and up.
Yes! Yes!
Among map communities, it's a shorthand way to identify what kind of map you're interacting with. It serves as a way to bond and find others to identify with in the online map community who share experiences most similar to your own.
Yeah, we know that you like to share experiences.
Thank you for watching. Bye.